Brain and emotions, how we think and feel. Have you ever wondered what truly makes you you? What drives your thoughts, your feelings, your fears, your dreams? It all begins with something so small and silent, yet so powerful: the brain. In the vast universe of the human body, the brain is the most mysterious and magnificent organ. It is not just an organ, it is the command center of who we are. Every emotion you've ever felt, joy, sadness, anger, love, begins in this soft, wrinkled mass of tissue inside your skull. Today, we'll dive into the beautiful complexity of how the brain works with our emotions and uncover the science and wonder behind why we think and feel the way we do. To understand emotions, we must first understand the brain itself. The brain is made up of billions of neurons, tiny cells that send signals across the body. These signals control everything: breathing, walking, thinking, and even the flutter in your chest when you see someone you love. Deep inside the brain lies a system known as the limbic system, which plays a central role in our emotions. It includes parts like the amygdala, which processes fear and pleasure, the hippocampus, which stores memories, and the hypothalamus, which helps regulate your mood, hunger, and stress. Together, they form an intricate emotional network, constantly responding to the world around us. But emotions don't just happen. They are responses shaped by millions of years of evolution. Fear kept our ancestors alive when danger was near. Love encouraged bonds between people so they could build families and survive together. Even sadness and grief served a purpose, reminding us of what we value and helping us seek comfort and support. So when you feel overwhelmed by emotion, remember this: it's your brain's way of protecting you, guiding you, and connecting you with others. Yet emotions are not always simple. Sometimes we feel joy and sadness at the same time. Sometimes we get angry at people we love. Why? Because the brain is complex. Different regions work together, or sometimes clash, to create the emotional experience. The prefrontal cortex, the front part of the brain, helps you make decisions and control impulses. It tries to balance out the emotional signals coming from the limbic system. But when stress or trauma hits, this balance can be disrupted. That's why you might cry unexpectedly or struggle to think clearly when overwhelmed. It's not weakness. It's your brain doing its best to process intense signals. The way we feel also depends on our memories and experiences. Think of a favorite song. It might make you smile or cry, not because of the music itself, but because of the emotions your brain has attached to it through memory. This is how the brain and emotions work hand in hand. Our brains store emotional memories, and when triggered, they bring those feelings back to the surface. That's why a smell, a face, or even a single word can suddenly flood you with emotion. These moments remind us that the brain doesn't just think, it feels. Science has also shown that we can influence how our brain handles emotion. Through practices like mindfulness, meditation, and even gratitude, we can strengthen the brain's emotional control centers. When we slow down and pay attention to our thoughts and feelings, we allow the brain to rewire itself. Over time, we can build resilience, emotional intelligence, and empathy. So while emotions might seem uncontrollable, the truth is, we can shape how we respond to them. And in today's fast-paced world, understanding how we think and feel is more important than ever. Mental health issues are rising, and people are searching for answers. By understanding our brains, we begin to find those answers. We learn to be kinder to ourselves and more compassionate to others. We realize that every tear, every laugh, every heartbeat is part of a greater story, our emotional journey as human beings. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, or even when you're simply daydreaming, remember that your brain is performing a miracle. It's helping you experience life in full color. Every emotion is a signal, a message from deep within. And when we learn to listen to those signals, we don't just survive. We grow, we heal, and we connect. Because in the end, the brain is not just where we think, it's where we feel. And that's what makes us human.